Hello everyone, welcome back to another speed build. It's been a while since we've had a speed build format on the channel, so I thought I would bring it back with this rather short build. It's just a park that I built in Evergreen Harbor because that is where the Kibos are moving, and I wanted there to be plenty of lots that we can use while we spend our time here because I do think that we're going to be living in this world for a while. I'm kind of like I'm not sick of moving them because I feel like there's been a purpose in every time I move their household, but I do want Evergreen to be like somewhere where we stay for a little bit longer. So yeah, I'm really trying to take my time and format the world in the way that I want to. So building a park was of course one of my top priorities because we have kids and I think that it is always fun to be able to take your kids out, and even if the park is not where you stay, just having like a landing place almost. Like if you wanted to walk around the neighborhood, but you wanted to like travel here with friends or something, like you can do different things like that. There's a few different things that I decided to put into the park. I put a basketball court, which I think will be fun, especially can kids use it though? I don't know. But I think it'll be fun for Akira to be able to go here with like his friends instead of always like using the gym as a fitness outlet. And then I put like a little gardening area where you can like plant into actual planters, and I thought that would be fun to do with Yuki. I kind of want to do some type of school gameplay with him as he's like in elementary school. I don't know how I fully want to execute that because I'm sure there's mods that I could look into, but I haven't. I've just been building, and I've also been making some sims to go into the world, which I need to work on more today because there's plenty of places in Evergreen to put sims, like in the apartments, and then I also want to put some rentals down, and then they're going to be living in a rental, so there'll be two other families on the lot with us, hopefully, if that's how I decide to do things. A part of me wants them to not be because I want them to like own the house, but also the thought of nobody living in the other two houses that I built just doesn't make sense to me. And I think it would be a good opportunity to have like not forced friendships, but kind of like they'll be there to be able to socialize with and do things with. And I also want to take any opportunity to have more kids in the neighborhood for Yuki. And I really want to like be better at giving my kids an actual life. I feel like I don't know. I played with generations for so long that I get like more comfortable with the air and not the rest of the Sims, if that makes sense. Like I just invest everything into Mariella's life, which I don't think is a bad thing, but I do want to make sure that I'm connecting with the children as well because they're going to be who I play with after this. But yeah, I'm thinking about aging Yuki up before I actually film the next episode because we can just throw him a birthday party like with him already as a child, and that just seems like it'll be more fun than just having a toddler and having to like do a makeover in the middle of the video. But like since I was like playing around like making other things like I said, and I literally have no kid CC, which is like very telling of my gameplay. But it's so hard to find it. I feel like there's less kid CC, but I haven't found any good like locations or like any good creators where I can just like go and download all their stuff because all the people that I like they don't create kid CC, but I'll find it some way somehow because I love it too much to not find it. I'm struggling because Yuki has I gave him like a straight hair when he was younger just because I like the texture, like the alpha E texture of the hair, but I want him to have curly hair because obviously he'll probably have curly hair. Like just duh. And I haven't found any good like mixed textured hairstyles because it's either afro textured or like not even loose. Like it's literally just straight. Like those are the only two that I found for children. And there's like plenty of like in betweens for adults and like teen frame sims, but it's just I've been struggling trying to find ones for kids and also like specifically males. Like why is there no male CC for kids? Like I mean, obviously I don't make CC, so I can't really like input on what they should be making, but I cannot find anything, and let alone for like somebody that is not African American or just white. And that's my biggest demon that I'm fighting right now. But and now I started like trying to just like download feminine hairs because obviously it's hair, so who cares? And I found like a couple that I think might work, but it's just none of them are perfect, and I hate that I want everything to be perfect when it doesn't matter. But it does, because he's gonna be a kid for a long time. But there's like this like little short hair that I think is in the base game that I think I'm going to use, because it's like kind of wavy, but because it's short, I feel like it's an excuse, like, like looser curls. When it's shorter, it's like just one curl, because like where it's cut is like literally like, oop, hit the mic. It's like the first ringlet, if that makes sense. Anyways, I wish the my playback was not frozen. I don't know why it does this when I film. I think it's because it's like sped up content, but I can't talk about what I'm looking at because I'm looking at a frozen screen. Okay, I paused and restarted it, so now I know where we are again. So yeah, I really went in with the terrain paint on this lot, because I feel like with parks you can't really put too many things in it, especially because I was trying to prioritize having like trees and stuff, which I will add in at the end or closer to the end. But using terrain paint, you can add so much detail, and I decided to do like everything with terrain paint. Like you can see, I put the concrete in for the basketball court with terrain paint, so that I could go back in and add like dirt and moss and grass and stuff going everywhere, and it was literally just so fun. Like, I'm glad I did it in a speed paint, because if I didn't speed paint, I'm glad I decided to film it in like a speed build format, because I wasn't taking a ton of time, but like I was happy that I could take my time, because sometimes I feel like when I'm filming in real time, I just like rush past things and just like say I'll come back to it, but then like forget to come back to it, because I want to keep like the pace going. But when it's sped up, it doesn't really matter. Like, I can cut it out afterwards. But yeah, also these cute little, I don't know what they're called, like the little horse and stuff. I downloaded those so long ago, and now I can finally use them. I don't think I've ever used them. Actually, I feel like I put it in some lot some time ago. I don't know, but I'll be able to use them and actually play with them. I'm just so ready to play with them, but there's so much to set up still. Like, I built the exterior of a elementary school, and uh, I haven't built the interior, but I was like, I don't know how I want to build the interior, because first off, I literally was like, I loaded up the lot that I wanted to build it on, because I was just trying to like plan out all of evergreen, and I put down like a box, and I was just gonna leave it at that. But then I was like, I want to forget that I want this to look like this and this to look like that. So I started filling things in, and then like literally I had built the entire exterior, and I was like, fuck, I should have recorded some of that maybe. So then I was like, maybe I can just do it in real time, like the inside, because I feel like it's easier to furnish rather than build in real time, because you're kind of, I don't know, it's just like your decisions are more guided. Like when you're starting from blank, from blank, from a blank slate, it's kind of hard to like talk about what your goals are, because you can do anything. Like, it's a blank slate. But once you already have the interior, you kind of can just work through the floor plan, and then especially with the school, it's like, this is arts room, this is science room, all that different stuff. So yeah, I think it's gonna be fun whenever we get to that point. I just, I don't know. I have a build, like the video that I want to post on Saturday is like a real time. I don't know if I was furnishing. I don't know what I did. I haven't edited the video yet. I'm literally editing this the same day that I'm posting it. School has just been so busy, and it is extremely overwhelming. But like yesterday, I actually got around to cleaning everything in my apartment, and that alone has brought me so much more peace, that I think, I don't even know if the schoolwork was really what was like stressing me out, or was it just my environment. But yeah, so I feel better now. But I just want to play The Sims. I just literally just want to play The Sims, and I don't know why like my time is being taken from me. But I also did start working at my old job again at Goodwill, so that is taking up time. I'm just working there on the weekends, but like doing that, like going, because I live in like the city, so going back home like to my hometown is a lot every weekend. But what would have been even more was going to a new job, like doing an interview. Which sounds horrible. Like, I wish I was not such like a, I feel like, is that even introverted, or is that just like I just hate change, and I don't like, I would do much to not have to cause change in my life. But I don't know. It's just like my time is being segmented more, and I don't have a problem with it, but I am just still adjusting. This is only the second week, or like last weekend was like the second weekend I worked. So I don't have a flow yet, but I can feel myself getting there gradually. And like also how I was saying I cleaned up my apartment. It's like I didn't even have time to do that last week. So like I left my apartment dirty. Then I came back and it was still dirty. But then I didn't have time because I was like trying to get back into my week because like I don't get off until 5 p.m. on Sunday. So coming back, you can't do anything if you have to do schoolwork. And I push off like the discussions I have to do for like the online classes that I take, and those they kill me every week. I'm just like, I do not want to do this. I don't want to respond to some crazy people that are talking about crazy things. It's difficult. Like not to like complain, but like being a black person in a class about urban areas and the history of urban areas, which is anything in the history of America is going to go back to slavery and entrenchment of in multiple races, and it's like responding to people that aren't of color in that class. I hope y'all can hear. Actually, I meant to say I hope y'all can't hear, but I hope y'all can. I don't know why there is sirens, but I don't know. Speaking to people that have obviously not been oppressed in any way, it's just annoying, and it just feels like, why do I have to do this? Like, why am I in the chat educating? And it's like you have to, because what's the other option if you're doing a discussion? Not talk about what you know. Do you know what I mean? Like it's weird, and I just hated it, and I just feel like it's unfair for black people to have to like read their history and like explain their point of view in a discussion post, and then a white person, like literally somebody last week said, oh, I'm sorry to hear that it is still like that. I'm starting to hear that you still feel this way. Like, okay, whatever. And then like literally last week I forgot, because when I came back on Sunday, I forgot I still had to do another reply, because you have to do like 3 replies. But then the woman, and this I get it, but girl, bye. Like people have schedules, but she wants us to reply throughout the week. So we have to do like put a date in between every discussion reply. So I literally forgot to do the last one, and everything else I did fine. She gave me an 80 for not doing one response. I'm just like, I don't know if you do the math. Like I guess that makes sense, but it's just like, damn, I really lost 20 points because I forgot to come back and do your measly last response to some random white man. Are you serious? But I digress. Oh, I'm really happy that it's my last semester. But as you can see here with the paths, I wanted to use that grass, but then I was like, it's cutting through the pathway. So I just like decided to make it look like grass was coming up between the cracks. And I feel like with things like that, it just like encourages another level of detail, even if it's a little bit weird. I don't know if it's realistic. I feel like the paths that I've been on, the gravel is always like, it seems like they're like coming and replacing it because it's so clean. I don't know, but I feel like in older like places with pavement, grass will come up through the cracks. So that's what it is, you know. Either way, it was good because it's more green in the park. I love parks that like are mostly trees. Like they cut down the trees that were necessary to cut down, but that was it. And I feel like Evergreen Harbor is like, if anywhere will have a park like this, it will be this place. And I'm just very excited to play with them in this park. I'm excited to play with them in this park, in this world. I love Evergreen. I don't love the lots that it comes with, but I love Evergreen Harbor itself. I feel like it was the first like suburban vibe that we ever got. Like since Sequoia is like the sibling of this world, but Evergreen did it way better. Way better. The only thing I wish was that they're like how Saint Sequoia has the water. I wish Evergreen did. And it, what does it have? It has like that quarry, but I think that's cool and like realistic. Like not every place is like a destination, a vacation destination type spot. But yeah, so I'm just very excited to play with this world, and I'm really honestly just surprised that I am still so like enchanted with my gameplay. Like not even the gameplay in itself, but just the fact that this Sims is still so interesting and like so fun, and like I just wake up ready to play every day. I just love that it's still, I don't know, doing it for me. I decided to try to squeeze in a little area under that tree. Like I don't know how well it works, but I think it'll be fun nonetheless. Like I feel like if you were if you went to the park, you would that's where you would put your blanket, you know. And I really see it as more of a blanket than a beach towel, but I wanted it to be functional. I feel like I've said this in every video that I've posted, which is like literally insane. Like, I need to buy the Love Stork pack, and I need the picnic thing. I'm really waiting on somebody to make like a base game compatible recolor of the blanket. Like that's what I need. But is that possible? Because it has like actual gameplay. I don't know. Enjoy the screenshots, and I will post this on my Patreon if you want to download the build with the CC. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see y'all next time.